You make piloting this big metal thing look easy. That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. Ouch! A couple of more hits and it's a fried circuit board. Bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way. Wow, what a super-sized wormwood. That must be as big as they come. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already off meat. End it. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. The Taurus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. Guessed it would go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that? He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed.
Julie, not now.
Gizmo will always make time for you. Wonders if the nighttime might make you do better things, or does the daytime flip you that way instead? Understands you have other places you need to go. Gizmo will always make time for you. Has heard the northwestern World Eater is submerged. Says you should take it easy. Gizmo will always make time for you. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Maybe it's later than you think. Hard to tell at night. Blasting it with You've got more than a flesh wound. Socked. That's an intact plant hut over there. Wonder what's growing in it. That looks like the inputters need to be linked to get the mind monitor to boot up. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's mind over matter, software over hardware. Success is peace of mind. Go on, catch it. Nighttime is the better time for lots of things. Welcome to Camp Echo. The bandits here won't greet you so kindly. The yerp fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you'll find, except for where that's not true. There it is. The tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent. where the twigs are existing species, and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before. Get things done before the darkness falls again. Oh, there's some plasty plants up ahead. You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap. Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Iboda kelmok fofo umbak bakwa papamu.
Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds.
Bubuko von vunvun.
You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility.
Iboda kelmok kutuvun poputore.
He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others.
Toledrea ya maoloa.
Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots.
Toledrea ya maoloa. To why?
What do you think his are? He's the one that's called Out of Date, remember?
Balu utulua koye bun tuvun bunun.
Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone.
Ewe boboye.
Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things.
To wohu.
If you continue to do good, good will follow you.
Mopu far kobi.
If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So, he's prepared for the worst. Something he calls the Ark. He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core.
Valu alu hero.
The contamination disrupted what we now know as key energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate.
Kantita dwella bofo ububu tubuko.
He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head.
Vunko vunturubo. Ba lo yualu.
It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real.
Billia an tufkim hobe bekoko hifar mok.
He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground.
Kim hobe bekoko hifar mok.
The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out.
Mauketo tul attu iamanau.
The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end.
Yowotulua ye mufurbu bum.
He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Ye mufurbu bum. Yowotulua.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Mauya.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in the southeast.
Beboko kontabe. Udenu kun nun yofubu.
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Goop.
Balu tutulua. Befarbihita untukub kirko.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porky-Puff needs to be handled.
Tulua ba volua.
Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Momombusu? Ya yato. Tolu keta. Ya wawanawe.
He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Pilfov uguvuhu. Obra bu.
Out of Date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Ya lawawat nawa.
He wonders what's on your mind.
Tiboda kelmok.
Understands you have other places you need to go. This might be the end of everything as we know it. Whoa, smell that? Biohazard nearby. Mercadorpa's outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to the rival captain. Freedom is not worth having in a world that's doomed. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Spot, wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. Put a key to use. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Won't hesitate to carve out some revenge. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close to kaboom. You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege of carrying the tribe's weapon. Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too.